Alright, this is a Toyota RAV4, and we're going to do the how to complete the square. A square. So I'm going to make sure it's Toyota RAV4, and again, make sure you know it's a Toyota RAV4, and we're going to get started with our math. See, completing the square. Alright, we're going to get our problem worked out here. So let's bear with me for a minute. Let me set this down. Alright. So our problem, we're inside a Toyota RAV4, as you can see. But here is, we are completing, try to write with one hand. Well, usually write with one hand, but completing, oh no, I messed up already. Can't hold the paper down while I'm writing, but we'll try. So you know what I'm going to say. So completing the square, and I haven't really. I think you actually are completing the inside of a square, but we're not going to get into the whys, why it works. So you have x squared minus 10x minus 18. And it's equal to 0 because math problems, algebra problems, they like 0. 0 used to it used to not be a number, and it was a very, very big controversy that 0 was a number. It was invented. It was actually invented. I mean, what's nothing? There's something right here, 18, and was negative 18. There's something, and then there's nothing. So anyway, so you look at this problem, and this is one of those ones where you can say, let's factor. You can factor this, and what times what equals 18, and those same two numbers add up to 10. Let's see, 1 and 18, no. 2 and 9, 11, no. 3 and 6, no. So you're like, what do I do? How do I do this? So there's a little rule here. This is the A term, that's the B term, and that's the C term. So the B term is negative 10. So you want to do something like this. It's B over 2, and you square the whole thing. That's squared. So that's what you do. That's just what you do. So you put negative 10. Try to write this. Oh my goodness. You have negative 10, and you divide it by 2, which will give you, negative 5. And then you square that, because remember, this is all squared, and that is 25. Negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. So what you do up here now is put your x, bring that down, bring this down, and you're going to leave yourself a little space right here, equal to 0, and then this number we got, 25, so it's positive, so it's plus 25, and you add it over here too, and I'm going to go ahead and add that together already, just for giggles. So now we have 10 and 25. So we're going to be like 5 and 5 make 25. 5 times 5 is 25, and 5 plus 5 is 10. So I got a shadow going in the way. So this is the and x squared, so bring the x's down. And it's negative. Negative 5 plus negative 5 is negative 10. Negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. You just have to do the multiplication in your head and the addition in your head. So that's factoring. And we did all this, but what we really should have done is this. This is the same thing as this. So you have that. The next thing that you want to do to get rid of the square is to do a square root. You see the word play? So to get rid of that, you do that. and you got to square both sides. I mean, you got to put the square root on both sides because you do two things the same side. It's just what you do. And this will equal to 5, and then this reduces down to x minus 5. It's just what you do. Don't ask me. And then this is algebra. X is equal to, so you get x on one side. This crosses the equal mark, so it's positive 5. So you brought that down, and then you brought the positive 5 plus 5. And I think, so x is equal to 10, and we did that wrong. We totally did that wrong. You know that? We did that wrong. Shit. Alright, got a little shadow action going on here. Let's see. So we have that. My finger. Okay, completing the square. X squared. See, I messed up here. X squared minus 10x minus 18 equals 0. So x squared minus 10x, leave a space here, equal to 0. And get rid of 0. This crosses over here, so it's going to be positive 18 because it crossed the equal mark. And then, so you have this little b over 2 squared. So we have that. This is the a term. This is the b term. And that's the c term. You just gotta know this, because these numbers we can't factor, because 1 times 18, 2 times 9, 3 times 6, they don't add up to 10. So we're gonna have to do a little manipulation here. So b squared, b over 2. So negative 10 over 2 to the second power will get you, I'll work it out here. So this will get you negative 5, and that'll get you 25, positive 25. So put plus 25, and then you do the same thing over here, plus 25. And we'll go ahead and solve this over here. So that's 43. That's 43. And then now, 5 times 5 is 25. And they're going to be negative because two negatives equal positive, equal negative 10. So it's going to be x like that. And then we did this, but really we should have did this. This is the same as that. And the next thing we're going to do is square root. So we do square root x minus 5 equals square root 43. And then square roots have plus or minus. We have to remember that's what we did. And reducing that, x minus 5. And then we bring this down. And then the next thing we have to do is get x on one side. So this would turn into a positive 5 plus or minus square root of 43. And that's your two answers. You have 5 plus square root of 43, and you have 5 minus the square root of 43. So you have, this is going to be your answer here. So that's how you do that. This is completing the square inside a Toyota RAV4. Have a great day. Welcome to another Matthumanpizza video. In this video, we're going to be talking about these cup holders up here. This is the Toyota RAV4. These cup holders always have change here, a bunch of pennies in one. And if you leave a drink in there, it'll seep fluid in there, and it'll get all sticky if it has like sugary pop or sugary soda. But lately I've been putting the silver up in here, back in there for some reason. I just separate it. But these pennies, they'll stay there forever. Well, for a long time until throw them. But anyway, so these cup holders right here, they're pretty. You put drinks there, and you'll drive, and then it'll go like that, and then sometimes it'll spill all over you. Let me get that advertising out of here. We don't want none of that. But get out of here. But these cup holders, they're pretty cool. I mean, it gets a little messy down here. It's just dust, and these are pretty wide. These cup holder areas. This is nice. This is like a nice touch. It I guess it helps keep the drink in there. It pushes it down, and then these drinks aren't big enough. This is like a big gulp size. Trying not to get that out of the picture, but this is like big gulp size. Let me throw it over there. So the cup holders, there's quite a few cup holders. There's some back there. This isn't really a video telling you like where all the cup holders are at. This is like the best cup holder for the driver area. It's right here. The driver's best cup holders are pretty much right here. I mean, right here is the steering wheel, and you go to the right and then down. So it's down there and right here. So that's the best cup holders for a that person's Jeep says panty dropper. Okay. All right. But anyway, these cup holders are, I mean, they're pretty. It's just a good place to have a hole, because otherwise, I mean, if you have like a bunch of drinks, you're shoving it like right here, put it right here, like right there. That's a good spot. Look at that. That's a good spot right there. It's smashed in between the seat and there. You kind of make your own places to put cups, but yeah. This is a Toyota RAV4. You see the little circles here, and there's a bunch of circles, but okay. Yeah, to make a phone call on your Toyota RAV4, I have a video showing how to do it, but this is the video of telling you where the location of the talk functions. So I mean, you have your wireless connected up with your phone already, so you're going to want to pretty much, either if you have an incoming phone call, I mean, you'll answer it right here. Now, if you're dialing the number, you'll want to press this. It says press talk for options or whatever, and then you say, it's like voice command, and then and then it dials. But okay, welcome back to another Matthumanpizza video. There's a bunch of trucks back there, but I'm in a Walmart parking lot. That's the place to be, is the Walmart parking lot. A lot of people, they I mean, if they don't have a home but they have a car and they're surviving, either some people do it on purpose or some people do it just by survival. Survival is not living. Living is more than survival. But anyway, there's people that do it. They live in their car. They try to stay in their car for survival reasons, and or survival plus living. Living's a little more. It's like you want some type of spice, of variety. But people are living in different vehicles. I mean, they upload them and show them on YouTube. And I mean, what other methods are there to? It's like, what did we do before YouTube? I mean, we had to rely on, traditional media, whatever a journalist or someone put out there, through television, radio before that. So radio, it was like word of mouth, and then like radio, and then television, and a mixture between the two, and then computers, and then the computers progressed to where they had programs, the software, the internet. Is the internet a software? I mean, you get the hardware, it's physical, and the software is like the programs. Oh, I think it's software. whatever. But anyway, the internet, the websites had to mature, and the internet had to mature, and finally, here we are, where YouTube, where anybody can upload footage to this massive website, and it's amazing. And they incentivized it by monetizing it. See, they took, words like that and they put them together, and, people survive. I've survived off just YouTube monies. It's amazing. Why the heck would you want to go out and work for a boss? Especially, there's rules everywhere, but why would you, want, But you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta go out there and make extra money, because this isn't going to pay for jack. It's just going to give you the bare. Depending on how much you put into it, but how good your content is, how well you are to be clicked on, for people to click on your thumbnail, to click on your title, to click on your cult of personality. You find the top YouTubers are the people you want to hang out with. These are, if you saw them in real life or you knew them in real life, more often than not, you'd be friendly with them and you'd have a good time. So it's kind of like movie stars. The movie stars that we have in our movies, these are people that we like. We want to, be around them. If we've seen them, they're like a collage of, I guess, the best of what we want to see. Or maybe it's just what's out there. Maybe it's the only people that are make it. Maybe it's the only people that make it. That's probably what it is. It's just luck and happenstance. You just happened. You can drive yourself out to Hollywood, and or wherever, and you can apply to be a movie star. Maybe you can work your way up. You have people that work their way up in everything, and you just know the right people who you know and who you. But anyway, I can't. So pretty much, I'm Matthumanpizza, and I have this channel and another channel. I used to have a math channel and an English channel, but I just couldn't get them big enough to make money off of. And I'm not an expert, or for math, it was more of like just what can I do with math? I just did what I could, but I can only go so far, because I can do, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. And then once I get into algebra, I'm like level, I'm low on the level wise. I'm higher up than bare minimum, but I'm like level 3, level 4, and there's like level 40, on video games. I still have a long ways to go to master, to even get a grasp on algebra. And then there's trigonometry and calculus. There's all these different subjects, and linear algebra. There's all kinds of math that I could go into, but I would have to learn. And I just did the car route. The car videos are what right now it's not really. I'm just inside the car talking, but the tearing apart a car, things have their time and place, and I haven't took apart a car recently, or wanted to actually, or had the chance to. So I'm making these videos inside my car, or whatever I get into. But all right, that's all I got for right now. This is Matthumanpizza. Have a great day.